To stop her from screaming, they shoved rocks into her mouth. The victim was a 12-year-old girl, and her alleged attackers, they weren't hardened criminals, but a group of local boys, some as young as her. Now the justice system is facing a decision that could redefine everything we think that we know about crime, punishment, and just how young a criminal can be. It all went down in June of 2025 in Miami's Overtown neighborhood. A 12-year-old girl was just leaving a friend's house when she was approached by 4 boys. What happened next unfolded in, of all places, a community garden, a space that's supposed to be about growth and peace. According to the police, 13-year-old Nelson Nuns dragged the girl to a couch. 2 others, 12-year-old Josiah Jones and 14-year-old Xavier Tyson, allegedly held her down. A 4th boy reportedly stood by and just watched. For the next 30 minutes, she was sexually assaulted. As she screamed, "No, no, stop, stop, it hurts." One of them, allegedly Josiah Jones, forced rocks into her mouth to silence her. The attack only stopped when the boys heard her father nearby calling her name. They took off running. A witness who heard the commotion later flagged down a police officer, and the 3 main suspects were arrested the next day. So who are these suspects? They're kids. Josiah is 12. Nelson is 13. Xavier was 14 at the time. He's since turned 15. At first, they were arrested on juvenile charges, which is what you'd expect. But then, in February of 2026, the case took a shocking turn. A grand jury indicted all 3, paving the way for them to be tried not as kids, but as adults. They were moved from a juvenile hall to an adult jail when they appeared in adult court. A judge ordered both Jones and Nuns held without bond. The system is no longer treating them like children. And this is where the story gets incredibly complicated. The charges are severe. All 3 are charged with false imprisonment. On top of that, Nuns and Jones face sexual battery charges. Now, Florida law does allow for minors to be tried as adults for these kinds of serious felonies. And that's exactly the route prosecutors are taking. But what does that actually mean? It means these boys, remember, one is just 12 years old, are now facing the full weight of the adult criminal justice system. That means adult penalties and potentially years in an adult prison. This case is forcing all of us to ask a really tough question. Where do we draw the line between a child who made a terrible life-altering mistake and a criminal who needs to be punished as an adult? At their age, they know right from wrong, and they know what they did to that girl was wrong. The decision to charge them as adults were clearly driven by the absolute brutality of the crime, but it also kicks open a huge debate. Are we looking for rehabilitation, or are we looking for retribution? Can a 12-year-old really grasp the lifelong impact of what they've done? The outcome here could set a major precedent for how our justice system deals with its youngest offenders. So what do y'all think? Is this justice, or is it a step too far? Let me know where you stand in the comments below, respectfully. And thank you all for watching.